improve each method. Doesn't mean more weight. Huh? You can drop the resistance while you're doing your training session, and you're still improving your training session because you become more accurate. The muscle is maybe more fatigued and you prefer to emphasize the form of execution instead to emphasize the loading. So there is always something to improve with each training element.
You ask attention and then when I start failing, I will start using explosive rate.
Okay, so we will do two training techniques with this second exercise of this superset. The first is isotension. Again, the first training technique Mario used when he started his hamstring session. He keep the same tension, maybe go a little faster than his previous sets on this training technique. And then after, he is not able to move the weight. So maybe he can take a little bit of rest and then he will use the explosive movement, which is first tensing the hamstring and second using the rate of speed. So he will explode when he will go up. Explode when he will go up by just increasing the rate of speed. He go faster, so he can move the weight. So it's very clever to use this training technique after the isotension, because he can go further and saturate more the muscle, go more to muscle failure. So same training protocol. After the superset, 30 to 40 second rest using the same exercise. So again, we rely more on volume of work than on the resistance only. And this is also important for motivational point of view. It's very important to have different type of method in order to also keep Mario motivated. And now to accelerate the speed of recovery, stretching the hamstring. And we must be aware that stretching the hamstring makes the hamstring to still walk, to be still stimulated. So the hamstring is still walking, but there is also the concern to recover in between the method. After the stretching, the contraction, one leg at a time, in order to improve, to increase the mental alertness, the focus, to link the mind and the muscle concern. And extra work again, extra muscle stress, and which is not negligible, working on the posing. How Mario will present his hamstring and his calves muscle while he will be on stage in 4 weeks now at the Province. And drinking water, always. So what is important now is to ask Mario if he senses that his hamstring needs more work or not. And why he will do another superset plus one exercise, and why not? And why not?
One more for number one.
Okay, one more for number one. But why you will have why you decide, in fact, why you decide to do another set? Do you think you need more work or you can handle more?
Not to handle more.
You can handle more. Okay, that's it. And that's only him and not me as his coach can answer this question. Because I'm not inside him.
To be honest, I can feel like I can handle one more on this, one more on the other leg curl, but not one more on
the
that.
stiff leg. Yeah.
That's one of that's my thing for me now. That's all my last injury.
But what you can do, for instance, is instead to go so slowly, you can go a little faster, which means not fast, but you can just go faster. So don't spend as much time as you did previously. You just go from one position, stretching, to one contraction without stopping. So you can add more repetition, and you can have another, I would say, way of doing it. So if you motivate and you spend less time into this, I would say, painful zone, but still apply your training method, which is a superset isolation with the stiff-legged deadlift and training technique with the lying leg curl.
So let's set on and do a drop set here.
Okay, good. So Mario is preparing already his second exercise with a new training technique, which is a drop set. So he has to adjust the resistance in order to correctly apply the drop set training technique. So we have decided that for the first exercise, Mario will go a little faster, still maintaining a very good form of execution. And the trick here is quite subtle, because you don't want to stop your set because the pain you can have on your lower back, which work a lot by doing this exercise, and you want mostly to stop your exercise because of the pain you endure with your hamstring. So a little faster, that's what Mario is doing. So he can overcome this issue that Mario was concerned, which was doing this first exercise. So he can still maintain a very good form of execution, still stimulate the hamstring, and keeping his training protocol. So superset, using the drop set training technique, which means that Mario will do some repetition to muscle failure. Then, when he will reach muscle failure, which means when one more repetition will be possible to perform under a strict form, and until muscle failure occurs, he will stop the set and he will drop more weight in order to be able to go on with his set. And he can even use another training technique, which is, let's say, respose in here. Let's respose a little bit, in order to be able to go further with this set of repetition. So he can add more repetition now, because he rested a few seconds. And you can see his hamstring or fatigue. I can see that, I can tell that, because now the lower back is really stiff. Allez, let's go to the last exercise. What Mario just told me, which is there is a different method of doing the lying leg curl with your feet flexed or with your feet pointed, flexed or pointed. And of course, if you use Mario position now, which is feet pointed, you really make much more difficult to move the resistance, because you really localize the effort on your hamstring and you're not using anything more than your muscle. And the isolation is really superior, greater. A slight difference in your feet position creates a huge impact on your muscle contraction. Yeah, good job, Mario. Excellent. Yeah, I can see the difference in between when I saw you last time, 3 weeks ago, already in your quality. The quality of your muscle, the thinness of your skin. Your skin are thinner and tighter to the muscle. So I can see, even if you are congestion, which it's not the best way of showing more quality of separation, obviously not, especially you drinking a lot of water, but still I can see the skin is thinner, yeah, especially your hamstring when you walk, much thinner, and the separation in between the quadriceps and the hamstring when you are from the side. You can see deep cut in here, at the bottom especially, here. I can see, especially when you walk out, of course. Now there is an improvement already, and your walk capability is so superior to when we started. You can do more volume of work, and you can endure more, you can struggle more, still with a good form of execution. I like also the resistance you choose, not only for the entire method, but when you use training technique, it's really appropriate, the strategy you use each time, and the number of reps to muscle failure. I can see you have improved a lot from the beginning. And that will make a difference, the working capability.